What is up, everybody? Welcome to another live Pendergast podcast on this beautiful. What day is this? It's Willie Wednesday. Everybody knows that's what day it is. It's one of the best days of the week to me, Anthony. Right? I mean, it's Willie Wednesday. It's post your Willie pictures and hey, I remember this Willie on this, and you tell all the cool stories and all that good stuff. But yeah, listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's an absolute honor to sit down. But not only listen, it's an honor, more importantly, to call him my friend in this short life we share together, right? But it's an absolute honor to sit down with the legend, Anthony Taylor, again. But before we get into this, you guys know the deal. This episode is sponsored by Next Level Financial. Take control of your financial future. Get your complimentary financial analysis today by Seth Starnes. I think it's very important for people to do it. It's an absolute awesome thing to do because unfortunate things happen and you always want to be prepared, right? It's not even about that retirement and 401k, dude, the whole nine, right? So and Anthony, I say this all the time, and I know you know, custom suit, bro. I'm bison.com .track. I'm sorry. Everybody should go to bison.track. Christmas is coming up. Treat yourself. You deserve it. You deserve it. You guys listening and girls listening, they do custom kids, women's, men and everything, right? So bisontrack.com. Let's freaking go. Absolutely. Anthony, I know you're not a bison rider, right? But I get it, right? No custom suit is a bad suit. That's what I'm saying, okay? But Anthony, tell them the world of a difference a custom suit means and makes.
I mean, it just feels like you can actually move around like you're supposed to, and you just get that superhero complex about you. You go at least a second faster per lap.
It's like, listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's like putting on a leather suit for the first time and riding your bike. You feel like the freaking Terminator, man. Let's just be honest. Like, I'm invincible. I can do anything. I am Valentino Rossi, Troy Corser, whoever your legend was, make doing, blah, 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 right? It's listen, for those that haven't done it, I encourage you to do it. Even if you don't ride a motorcycle, just get your leather suit and put it on because you'll want a bike after that. Trust us, right?
That's right.
Let's go. So listen, we actually have some comments already coming up. Derek Stickboy, what is up, Derek? He says, here we are. Yes, it is. Listen, we're late. It's all my fault. I was running late from work, got home. There's a whole shitstorm story with that, but we're not here for that. Me and him laughed about it before this, so that's why we're a little late. So my apologies. Dave says the one and the only Anthony Taylor. Dave, you're absolutely right. He's a freaking legend, man. 100%. And then we got another legend, dude. Kevin Horney. What's up, guys? Bro, Kevin, I ain't heard from you from a while, buddy. Hit me up, man. And then my buddy Paul Pendergrass. What is up, Anthony and Chris? Paul, I haven't forgot about you. We'll do another one 100%. And then my man Roger. What is up, guys? You, buddy. Absolutely you. I hope everybody in here right now, thank you. And I hope your day has been as proper mega as you are. And you had a happy Willie Wednesday because that's what day it is. So, Anthony, listen, we still got a lot to talk about. Man, I had a great chat the first time we sat down and we did it together. So now here we are, part 2, right? So what's been going on since the last time?
Working out, trying to just stay as nimble and quick as I can without actually being able to get to an asphalt track. It's killing me right now. It's cold up here in Pennsylvania, so just torturing myself with cold dirt biking.
I seen the post. I was getting ready to ask you about that, and I was like, it was cold. It was what, 20 degrees that day, somewhere around there?
It was rough. I can tell you that, but
I bet.
I mean, it keeps you focused.
Well, it's like one of the best ice baths you ever had, right? But ice wind bath, I guess you would say, right? Because when you got dirt bike, I don't care what undersuit you got on. That motocross gear is not thick like a leather suit. You can wear 3-4 layers. It's still that wind chill. Bro.
Yeah, it's miserable.
Bro, yeah, it's actually hard to concentrate, right? Because it's like you're so cold, you're like, I can't feel my fingers, I can't do anything, but I'm having fun. I don't want to stop, right? So yeah, it's we've all been there.
Absolutely
we have. So I know everybody's missing. It's cold. Actually, I just come up to Pennsylvania, man. I was out there and I don't want to get this wrong. Mechanicsburg. I went to Carnes Performance. You guys hear me
Oh
talking
yeah,
about Carnes all
they're
the
not that
time?
far
Yeah.
from me.
Yeah, dude. I wish we could have met up, dude. I don't know why I didn't think about it. I should have hit you up because I was there Friday and I left Saturday. So
Yeah, I mean they got a cool place. I've been over there. Him and I have talked quite a bit in the past. Not so much lately, but I got the dash that I use on my endurance bike. I got that through him, so that was a pretty good hookup.
yeah, he's amazing. Carnes Performance, you guys hear me say all the time. You guys in the Pennsylvania area, listen, it's the best dealership, absolutely hands down in Pennsylvania. I'm friends with him, obviously. He's in Moto America, right? So you got to support your locals, like my buddy Anthony here. Anybody in Pennsylvania need a heat and air guy? This is your guy right here. Absolutely, hit him up, Anthony Taylor. Tell everybody what your business is called again.
It's Taylor Home Comfort.
There you guys go. If you're cold, look no further. Taylor Home Comfort.
That's
Get
right.
you in, right? Let's go. So I see the side by side behind you, man.
Yeah.
You like it?
I mean, that thing's a riot. That should be illegal. How much fun you can have on that thing.
When are they going to make them legal for the street? Are they already there?
Certain places, yeah, you can ride them on the street, and I think every state's a little different. But I know down in West Virginia, I'm pretty sure you can, like on the Hatfield McCoy trails and all that.
Yeah, yeah, you can ride around that whole little area on the streets. It's not an issue. Derek, you're making us jealous right now, and I'm gonna tell me and Anthony why. Dude, 70s today, bro. Thank you. Enjoy it for us, right?
I don't have any nice words to say.
Yeah, I do. I don't neither, but I'm gonna turn those into enjoy it, my friend. Enjoy it for us, and thank
Please
you.
do.
Yeah.
Enjoy it extra.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and have that ice cream to go with it. Yeah, I love it. Dude. I love it. So, dirt bike training, is that all you've been doing for training? And of course, working out, running, all that good stuff. But
yeah, just physical exercise. And then, when it comes to the bikes, I mean, I've been having to put my head down a little bit work wise. So the dirt bike's been doing a lot for me. And I mean, with how touchy some of these bikes are, I think it really helps hone in throttle control, which that helped me in a lot of scenarios this past year, just to know when to use and when not to. So it's never bad training. And plus, I mean, you constantly got to be looking because trees come up quick.
Trail riding versus full-fledged dirt, yeah, absolutely. It's two completely different. That's how I actually had surgery on my left wrist. First time was trail riding, right? Because you hear it, especially when you get into track days, right? Hey, don't outride yourself. Do your own pace. Nobody's here to impress anybody. Just have fun, because that's why we're here, right? Of course, it's hard for us men to set the egos aside. So I go out with my buddies. I've never been here before, so yeah, I'm gonna follow them, right? And yeah, so that's how I had my first surgery on my wrist. Right now, I'm in the same boat on my right wrist. So yeah,
Well, don't go back to the left wrist after this one.
I mean, I love it. You'll never take it out of me, just like you, right? Let's just be honest, and everybody, and I appreciate it. I'll do my best to put my ego aside the next time I get around all of our friends and we on two wheels, right? We all got to do that. Let's see who can do the longest endo. Let's see who can ride the longest wheelie from 3 miles an hour. Let's see who can, yeah, right? We all play those games. That's what it's fun. That's why it's also fun, right? But riding in the trails is different than motocross track, right? Motocross track, you got a whole lot of people around you. It's busy. Plus, you got, even though you might have been there 2 or 3 times, you got people that's been there 100 times and they're just fast, and it's kind of uncomfortable. It's more comfortable riding on a track close to people on a race bike than it is on a motocross bike for me, right? It's just that it just feels different, right? It's hard to explain, Anthony. Can you explain it?
I mean, for me, the road course is the same every time. And for the most part, the caliber riders that tend to, stick that close to one another, if they're that close, they're comfortable being that close. So that part never really swayed me. But in the woods, I'll give people their room, because there's so many. I mean, the track changes every time you come around the track, I mean, you just got a path that everybody else is following. Rocks get kicked up, mud holes get formed. I mean, it gets rowdy, and you can't trust somebody else's worn out wrist to just have the throttle the right way. And next thing you know, they're coming right into you. So yeah, dirt biking in the woods it's a different animal, man.
It's listen. That's when you also figure out how in shape you are.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you first, fucking hit.
Yeah.
Listen, so
All core.
bro. So when I hurt my wrist is at the end of the ride, but I remember we hit the little motocross track, and then we started into these trails, right? And we're coming through this trail. It's like first, second gear, and all of a sudden we come down this long, kind of steep hill. It's maybe 20 yards, right? But it looks long, right? Because it's pretty steep. I'm looking down, I'm like, fuck. But I got to do it, right? Let's just be honest. Lean back, sit up, bend your knee, run it through my head, right? Make it down that, no problem, of course. Anyway, we'll go to this other section, Anthony. It just like you're coming down, and it makes like this 90-degree right, and it's almost straight up, and it's about 25 yards. And I'm like, this is gonna be fun, right? I know I'm gonna have to do this at least a couple times. I ended up making it. I'm gonna tell you how many times I had to try. I was so wore out at one point from falling back down and hitting the tree. I didn't get hurt from the tree at all, right? Because it was this 90-degree. You're slow anyway. I remember I had to lean the bike against the tree, Anthony, and I'm leaning against the tree. And I'm just like, dude, I don't know if I can do this much more. I'm so freaking tired. I don't have electric start. I got a 252 start. I got to kickstart this bad boy, right? So that's when you find that dig deepness inside you didn't know you had. And that's where you dig deep and you find it. Anyway, I ended up making it up. And by the time I get up, I sat out for about 20 minutes. I'm not even going to lie. I had to take a breather. Like I was physically, Anthony, emotionally and mentally drained at that point.
It's a different kind of tired when you're trying to go up hills. My friends, a lot of my friends are real funny. And this one in particular, if he's watching, my buddy Jeff, he gave me an award the one year for the Broken Lever Award because they would just sit up there because they knew that hill climbs used to kick my ass. And I mean, they would just sit there and watch because they're dicks. But I mean, hey, I had to get better. So definitely maybe not have to keep falling over and expecting them to just watch me as I tried to get the thing up.
Right.
You are burned out at the end of it. It's totally different than any other kind of tired.
Like when I got home, of course, you make it. I made it. Yes, I'm fucking wore out. Yes, I took a break, but I got this second freaking win of adrenaline and I was like fresh again, right? But by the time we got done, and after I hurt my wrist, whatever, I had to ride back, blah, 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 load up, get in the truck, we drive home, unload, because you got to unload. You got to wash your kit. I don't care how tight, dude, you got to wash it, right?
Every time.
That's part of taking care of your shit. You want it to last, you got to wash it. Wash it, clean it, blah, 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 blah. I went in there, I literally took a shower, took maybe 4 or 5 bites of food that night, and I was freaking starving. It was like, you know what? I can't even speak. Like, I love you guys. I'm out. Went there and crashed. So it's probably the best sleep I ever had. Not gonna lie.
I believe it.
Bro, woke up the next day, Anthony, felt like I got in a freaking fist fight with Mike Tyson. Fist fight, right? I had shit hurting I didn't even know I owned. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. I see the laugh. You're like, yeah.
I do. You'll be burned out completely at the end of a day like that. Yeah, it's the last time I wore a heart rate monitor doing dirt biking all day, it was like 6,000 calories. It's a lot.
It is.
You're just burned.
But when you're riding that, of course you take some snacks and you got a water bag and blah, blah, blah. But because you don't want to eat too much because you're too stuffed and you lose energy and you're gonna be tired and focus, right? But
you just eat all day, man.
Yeah, you just eat all day. Snacks, granola bars, freaking peanuts and chocolate and cashews, and yeah, man, that's the trick. And then of course you want to have enough water. I drink this shit out of water, so yeah, I had this big ass water pack back on. It's probably weighed 80 pounds. I ain't gonna lie, right? Like, yeah, I'd rather have enough than not enough, right?
Exactly.
Brennan, what is up, Brennan? He says, what just happened? Okay. He says, what's going on, gentlemen? You, brother, man, how you been? William Posse, bro. William, it's always an honor. Nothing but love, bro. He says, Chris, ask him about the home track he made. Races his son and won't let his son win. Anthony, what?
I'm not going to give him an inflated ego. He's got to earn it, man.
I love it. I love it. I do the same with my son. I don't let him win shit. I'm like, nah, bro, you got to earn this. But you're bigger and faster and better. I said, well, then you should be focused and more determined than me.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to build a warrior. I'm not trying to give him a participation trophy. He's got to take it from me.
Bro, there is no such thing as a participation.
And then when he does, then I'm getting off a bike so that way he can go race.
I love it. I love it. And as you guys know, I just picked up my son a dirt bike. He finally wants to ride. So yeah, we've been practicing. It's been absolutely cold as you know what out here and rainy. So yeah, man. And then Tate, bro, 64 degrees, bro. You already know nothing but love to you. That's man, dude. Tate, dude, do you have 64-degree racing undersuit?
I do.
My
him and I were
man.
just talking about making one for this season because I got the ones from this past season and I love them. I mean, I like the fact that they're just, two separate pieces. That's huge for me. And then, but then we're going to make another one and put a number 1 on it for this year.
Dude, because you're a legend, bro. That's why, right? And dude, so is Tate. So Tate, hit me up. I definitely want to get me another custom undersuit too from you. 100%. I talk about it all the time. Yes, I'm a Bison ambassador. Yes, I have my Bison one-piece undersuit. Do I love it? Absolutely, I do. What sets Bison's one-piece undersuit from all the others is the zipper made just for us men. So we ain't got to get all the way undressed. We just slip the top off and zip it, rip it, and go back about our business, right? I love it. Two-piece undersuit, man, I tell everybody, do 64-degree racing. And I always say this, don't never go to a track day, a race meeting, any event when you're going to be riding with just one undersuit. You're going to have at least 3 or 4 of them.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, nobody's going to be around you. Your wife's going to look at you and be like, absolutely not. Get away from me. I don't care how much you bathe or shower. It's just not going to happen. Right. So yeah, listen, the more undersuits you have, the better you are. It's like underwear and socks. We can't have enough. So let's go. Yes, Tate, absolutely. I'll definitely shoot you a text and yeah, just looking forward to it because listen, when I first got my 64-degree racing suit from Tate, it's sick, dude. It's big pin of gas, has 64 all over it, green and pink sleeves and purple and Simcoe and all the. My wife comes home from work and here I am in this 2-piece undersuit with my socks on.
Like, what are you doing?
What are you doing? I was like, check me out, girl. How pimp is this, right? She's like, I'm getting ready to call 911 right now. You don't go there and put something else on. Oh my God. But that's just us, right? That's when we get excited when we get new gear in the mail.
You got to try it on
immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately. And if I come home from work and I have something that I got in that I want to try on, I got to take a shower. I don't care how hungry I am. Hi, I love you. I miss you. Kiss. Thank you. I'm going to shower, right? And then I got to put it on because I'm not going to put it on right after work. Like I got a brand new pair. Dude, everybody knows I love pink, right? So I've been eyeballing these shoes for a while. Got them on sale. So I had to buy them. Check these bad boys out.
Those are pink, bro.
Pink,
those are real
dude.
Pink.
Those are pink, right? The Nobles. Yeah. Yeah, dude. I can't help it, dude. I've always been a sucker for pink, but it's got to be the right pink. It can't be like a Pepto Bismol. Yeah, that's not a pretty pink. So, but anyway, yeah, I just had to show because I was excited, right? Yes, let's go. Obviously, my lace Spargo with the pink. But anyway, listen.
I was looking at that earlier.
Huh?
I was looking at the hat earlier. It looks good.
Yeah, dude, and I got his new one too with it's got the purple underneath it. This is actually made by Ixon, who makes the leathers and all that.
Yeah.
Out of all the hats I've ever worn, this brand of hat is absolutely hands down my favorite. It's so comfortable. The way the snap thing is in the back, it's like I'll just show you after this. I'll take it off. I'll show it to you. It's bravo to them because it's absolutely amazing hat. So. And Aleix retired, and a lot of people say he didn't belong in MotoGP, but I mean, he ended up getting better and better and better with age, right? As the technology went, as Pecco and all these other legends are in the sport, he freaking won, right? So people say he sucks, he don't deserve to be there. Where are you at? right? So
That's it, man.
let's
That's
go.
the question.
Facts. Let's go. Craig O'Hara says bananas great cause of potassium help burn the calories and keep the mind focused. Absolutely, Craigo. Absolutely. And Craigo's a mate of mine from the UK, Anthony. He races too. Look, he said the pink shoes remind me I still need to get that package sorted and sit statewide for you, Chris. Bro, absolutely, man. Thank you, Craig. I can't wait because you already know I'm a rocket on the podcast. So yeah, Anthony, listen, I'm so excited about next year for you. I cannot wait till you start your season. So we're gonna sit down with Anthony all next year. We're gonna follow all his races and the whole thing, how many championships he's gonna win and all that good stuff. So I'm super excited. Are you gonna get your son into racing next year too as well, or?
I mean, I guess it just depends on what he can get into. He's 3.5 right now. He'd be 4, midway through 4 by the end of the year. So
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, man, he got after Barber came back and got him on that Stasic and turned it all the way up the one time. Dude, I got a one wheel and it's fast, and I couldn't catch him. That's how fast he took off, and I'll never do that again. But I mean, kid's gonna be a missile on a bike if he stays like that.
No fear, right? Listen, the apple don't fall from the tree.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have a lot of anxiety if that's the case.
Listen, embrace it, Anthony.
Yeah.
Embrace it, right? It's like, this is why I say that. Like, I don't want to say I'm envious and jealous because when I found out I was having a son, oh, of course, my mom was like, dude, he's absolutely gonna ride. He's gonna love motorcycles just like me. Blah 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 blah. He had a motorcycle before he even freaking took a breath into this world, right? He just never was into it. Like, he's like, hey, go out there and sit on it. I'd fire it up. And he'd be like, no, I want nothing to do with it, right? He liked the idea, but he just never did it. Even though he see me ride and all that, right? He's just, no. We go to races. He met Yondell. That kind of sparked his interest a little bit more, right? Because he'd get on the little 50 and Yondell would take him around. Then all of a sudden, Russ is like, well, seeing all the kids a little bit older than him doing it, he's like, well, shit, they can do it. I can do it. My daddy loves it. Says that anyway. So, yeah, then he started riding the shit out of this little 50. And then he's like, okay, I'm ready. So, but it's something I never forced upon him, right? But proud dad, right? I was like, yes, finally, let's go. But again, if he comes up to me and says, nah, after a while, it's not for me. I had fun, but I want to do other things. Okay, cool. I'm still going to keep the bike. Your daddy's going to ride it and have fun, right? And if you decide you still want to ride it, there it is. So
that's right. Yeah, that's how I got my kids started. We have a little 70. And I would just take him around. We actually drew a little chalk track on the driveway here, and I'll just take him around it and back in again. And I mean, he loves it. He doesn't want you to cut it off. You got to run the thing out of gas to get him to stop.
Listen, and what's funny is if he stays on this path, bro, it's going to be 4 years, maybe 3. He's going to be faster than you, Anthony. He's going to be coming around the outside, and you're going to be like, bro, dude, I done created this little monster. Just like Craigo says, father and son race teams, heart, wait till the boys ride in circles around you, laughing, dude. No, and that's no lie. That's what we just got done saying. It's and it happens quick.
That firsthand. That was a good one because down Jennings was when I met Casey and Ryder, and I'm like, who is this kid on like a bicycle with a dirt bike engine and it just flying past me? And then, I ended up riding with both of them out there, and it was just so cool to see that. But then fast forward to Pittsburgh this last time I went with them. And I mean, I'll let Casey tell you the story, but Ryder wasn't at 100%, and we were all running pretty hard trying to catch him.
Dude, Ryder's an absolute legend. You guys should go back and listen to the podcast I had with Ryder on it, right? Stay tuned because I'm going to get his dad on too.
Yeah, you need to ask him about who was fastest at Pittsburgh.
I would, dude.
He won't tell you.
Trust me, Anthony, I will. Right. So, Casey, he's always sending me messages. We talk quite often. So, it's just they're busy, and I get it. So, you guys just stay tuned. We'll be on there. Ryder's an absolute legend. I follow him all the time, of course, on social media and videos and all that. All my friends are, right? I love to see the progression. that people make. And us, like me and Anthony, we go out there and we see these kids, and then we're like, again, ego, right? Like, I got this. Absolutely. No, we don't. We have no clue. We have no idea, right?
That's it.
And we learn so much from them, right? And it is what's funny about young adults is how I like to put it. Their mind is so much more. I think my mind's open. Nah, their mind is so much more open than ours, Anthony, right? And so much like it's almost like they can multitask on so many different levels than we can.
Yeah, it's called youth.
Exactly, right. And yeah, dude. Yeah, and we learned so much from them, right? And grateful to have it. And we implicate it into our own. We're like, why didn't I think about that? I should have thought about that because I'm like X amount of years older than him. What have I been doing? What am I doing? Right? Yeah.
Yeah, they just learn so quick, man. They really do. And you just don't that to them, it's just processing so fast. And I'll pick his brain after just a session or anything and just say, what are you doing here? What are you doing there? And these little things that I wouldn't have even thought of. And next thing you know, you're dropping time and moving further up the pack.
And you're like, thank you, Ryder. Absolutely. Thank you. Right. Also because they look at a different perspective.
Yeah.
Right. And we don't, obviously, as we grow, we don't have the same perspective. Unfortunately, we don't. I wish we did.
Yeah. I mean, certain things are in the front of your mind compared to when you're that age. At that age, you're like, I'm just going to go as fast as I can because I don't have anything else that I got to worry about right now. I just want to go beat everybody out here. And yeah, now when I go out there, I'm like, I do have a job to do on Monday.
I got a wife and a son that I got.
Hey, but I'll still beat you to that apex.
Right, I'm still coming. Right, forget
That's
it. Yeah, that's part of the love in the sport, man. It's there's nothing like it, Anthony. You know that, right?
That's it.
That's when we feel the most alive and the most accomplished, almost in a weird sort of way to say it. It's people that know, right? Well, what I mean by that, you try to replicate that outside. You can't replicate that outside, no matter what we do, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to explain,
Definitely the most accomplished I've ever felt in my life on a bike this year, just because it's so unique being out there on the racetrack and all these people that you've never met before, and like, man, I want to go as fast as them. And next thing you know, you're beating them or they trade it back with you. And it's hard, man. It's really hard to go that fast. And I've gone into places overconfident and then, not confident enough or whatever the case was. But, you get a reality check real quick. But then once you do win and you put in that work and you're like, this is what I need to be better at next time, there's nothing like it, man. I've almost fallen off the damn bike before celebrating, coming across the finish line in first place, sitting up at Roebling at the start finish line, not realizing I'm doing 140 miles an hour and almost coming off the front.
And not even feeling no remorse about it, right? You're like, shit, what did I
You're just like, oh my God. And then put your head down and ride it out to turn one.
And don't even think about it until you come back in. Your wife's like, what are you, a dumbass? You're like, what are you talking about? You don't remember doing that? You're like, no, right? Because it's gone by then. It's funny how that works.
Yeah,
it really is. And unless you have that oh shit moment and you shit yourself, then you come back, you're like, yeah, I won't never forget that, right? Like, yeah, that's Mm-hmm. But again, you learn and progress. That's the beauty of it. It's I believe that those who push themselves on track, right, whether it's riding a bicycle, mountain bike, especially those Red Bull mountain bike dudes that are on these fucking cliffs that are 90 degrees down and they're like this freaking wide. I'm like, I watched this video, Anthony, and I'm like,
dude, they're nuts.
There is no fucking way I would do that unless the zombie apocalypse is coming and I have no fucking choice and I'm all in, right?
It's got to be life or death, man. No,
bro.
Yeah, the guys that painted my helmet, they do that. They paint frames and stuff, and helmets, and I'll see their videos and everything on Instagram. They share their racers, and they're insane. Just like
dude
jumping over the highway in Canada. You guys are out of your mind,
bro, are freaking leaping off, dude. Yeah, on our motocross bike off of one big ass tall building onto this ramp, jumping on the rooftop of another one. I'm like, dude, what are we doing here? Right? Like back when I was 16, fucking let's go. Let's send
Oh,
it,
yeah.
right? Oh, you only live once. YOLO, let's go, right? Young, dumb, and you know what, right? Now I'm
Yeah,
like,
and then now it's a little bit
no,
different.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna sit back and how the first four people work out for them, right? Then I'll decide if I want to do it or not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if they clear it, then I'll think about it. But
think about it.
yeah,
Right?
once you get that first either pain that doesn't go away, or maybe that rebuild that you had to do on that bike because you sent it just as hard as you could. Yeah, that'll be back in the back of your head. But hey, if you're out there, you got to be all in it. So every
You know
time.
what's funny is you don't even think about that when you go back out there.
No, as
That's
soon as it goes
that's the
down, you're like, that's out. There's no room for it.
bro. There is no room for it, right? And if there
And if
is room
there is,
for it,
I need to get off.
that's what I was going to say. You don't even belong out there. Just do track days, right? Just do track days.
That's it.
So, but yeah, I feel you on that, man. And Craigo, you are absolutely right. He says, as we get older, we seem to get a preservation of life. We still love the buzz, and on occasions realize we can kick the young blood's ass. On occasion, we can, right? But most of the time, for me, that's on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's in real life. Nah, bro,
Hey,
they're
man.
so fast, and
Sometimes that wisdom that can play a part.
oh,
I mean,
100%.
you saw Pegram over there on the podium at Mid Ohio just from riding in that rain race. Wisdom can win.
Listen, 100%. Pegram's like, to me back in the day, Pegram was kind of like that little bit of that alien status. I was a huge fan of Larry Pegram, right? Dude, his whole approach, his energy, his vibe, the way he talked to everybody, the way he handled himself, he stood out among everybody else, right? And he was so fast, and I loved his riding style.
Yep.
The way he threw it in the corner, dude, everything. It was just brilliant to watch.
Yeah,
So
I watch
yeah,
a lot of the older races now. It's fun to watch that stuff, man.
it is,
Bikes are
dude.
so different.
Everything, tires and everything, right? I call it the golden era of motorcycle race because now everything, let's just be honest, it does everything but suck, squeeze, bang, blow you, right? So to speak,
That's it.
right? It does really everything. It makes
My
you,
dirt bike has launch control, man. Like who
who needs
this
launch
used to
control
be
on a
it.
dirt bike? Yeah, who needs launch control on a dirt bike?
I don't know. Not me. I'm not going fast enough for that.
Bro, Anthony, if I had launch control on my street bike, I'd absolutely be in fucking jail. There's no fucking question. My wife knows it. My parents know it. Everybody knows it. I don't give a shit. 3 o'clock in the morning, whatever stoplight, stop sign I'm coming to, it's what, bam, let's go. Right? I mean, that's what
right.
I have it for. I mean, it's launch control. That's my excuse, dude. This thing's got launch control.
Yeah.
Why would they put it on there if I wasn't supposed to use it? Matter of fact, officer, this is how you do it. Get on it and you do it, right? Then see if you want to write me that ticket.
Just tell him you got to beat him off the line.
Bro, I'd say let him do it too. This is how you do it. Let's go. Craigo says lights out, brains out. That's basically how it works, right? You cut everything off, and you cut all the unwants and unnecessary stuff off, except for your wife and the kid, and even then you just dim them out, and then you turn on all your wants as bright as they can go when you dump that clutch and you fucking let's go, right? It's exactly what you do.
Yeah, you started. I started in the lineup before you even go out for that sighting lap,
bro.
I'll put the visor down and then I'll wait. I just half the time I'm sure people think I'm not paying attention to anything else because I just close my eyes and walking through the track, and that's the only thing that I can think about. So that way, when I'm in that high drive moment where I'm going in turn 5 and Nate Prater hits me in the side of the bike harder than anybody else has ever hit me, and it just doesn't even phase me because that default's already there.
Ain't it a beautiful thing?
I know it was an accident, bro. We both made it out there,
bro. It happens, and this is part of racing. This is part of the love that we share for the sport, right? We meaning all of us want to see each other exceed. We're happy when each of us make that step and we go faster. Even it means that you're beating me now, right? But now you're going to push me even harder because now we have developed this friendship and this bond, right? but I'm so happy for you. You know what I mean? And I think in any other sport, that's like a no-no, right? Um, but motorcycle races, it's nothing but this and this right here, right? And
Yeah.
that's what it's about. And Jason Doss, what is up, everyone? Bro, are you ready for Santa Claus, Jason? Anthony, are you ready for Santa Claus?
Santa Claus has been putting in some overtime around here, but yeah, we're ready.
Um, what'd you get your kid for Christmas?
So this year, I know he was talking about a couple different things, but I mean, he's really into. He's got so much stuff, man. I mean, half the stuff that he hasn't even opened yet, he wouldn't even know if I put it in a present, put it back out there. So he just wants to go to the park, ride his bike, play with his excavators, monster trucks. So we just got him more monster trucks and try not to get too much. So anybody that's listening, don't get my kid anything. My house is full of plastic crap.
Is your kid the only grandchild?
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
bro.
so he's spoiled rotten right now. So if his grandparents are listening, he wants Dunlop slicks and MR12 for Christmas. He told me that.
Okay, sure. Santa's coming too. I love it, dude. I like your style, Anthony. I'm gonna implement that myself. I like what you did there. I like exactly what you did there. I love it. Zach, what is up, Zach? He says, adrenaline keeping you right on the edge. It's such a free feeling. It's people that hadn't really experienced it, man. I wish everybody should at least experience it one time. It's that once you have that feeling, it's the best drug in the world because you're always chasing that same feeling, right? I guess
The whole
it's
year, man.
bro, the not even the whole year, our
I
whole
mean,
life.
that's all it took for me. And then it's only been that, and from that first one, that's it. I
That's
mean, you
it,
can't think about anything else.
bro.
It's exactly like you said. You're just there, and that's it.
That's
If
it.
you're anywhere else, then you're not going to have the reaction time to do what you need to do. So,
No,
but it's incredible because you get out there and it's the best thing that I've ever done in my life.
it also in my lowest points. I also love to. It's my favorite thing to do to ride. And everybody's like, "Oh, you shouldn't do it because you're so emotional now." Blah 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 blah. But this is what I tell them. I say, if you truly know me, it shouldn't be an issue at all, right? Like, I need this more now than ever.
They can
Deuces,
all
I
tell
hijack
when it's
y'all when I
time
come
to
back.
get back on a bike because I start climbing the walls.
Dude, bro, I'm the same way. I get sort of kind of not hateful or rude. My anxiety's through the roof and I'm so anxious. It's like I just feel almost claustrophobic in my own house, so to speak, right? Like I need it. Like I need it. I need it so bad that if the doctors ever told me like I just physically couldn't ride no more because I have no arms and no legs, I'd find a way to get some type of robots or sticks or rubber bands to where I can just ride even just that one last time. Just let me go. Let me do it right.
That's it,
Yeah,
man.
man.
That is
I
it.
freaking love it, dude. Listen, Derek says, good call on those slicks. Derek, listen, as soon as he said that, dad brain kicked in. It was super smart what he did. I freaking love it, dude. I love it. Jason Doss says, I would love some MR2 Santa, right? Absolutely, dude. Let's go, Santa. Jason need money for slicks also. Yeah. Jason does need slicks. Jason, you need money for slicks. So add that on the Santa list too, right? Zach, it forces you to be present. And you know what's funny with that? Just like pain. Like and I've said this many times. I'm not an advocate for pain pills. When I had surgery on my wrist, I turned them down. My wife told me I should bring them home anyway. She gave me one or two and dumped the rest of the bottle, flush them down the toilet. Like, what are you doing? It's also a way to makes you feel the most alive in that sort of, I guess, sick mind twisted sort of sense, right? It's just different. In a way, it puts you in the present, more present than
Definitely
you
a
thought it
freeing
would
feeling.
be. It it's weird to explain, but when I say that, Jason, I get this look sometimes like, what the fuck is this guy talking about over here? I'm like, It's just like when I say the ice bath. When you start taking ice bath, and you get your breathing under control, you feel this warmth take over where you're not even cold anymore, and it's very hard to explain until you feel it yourself. Then you understand what we're saying. So, yeah,
Yeah,
man,
I've done some cold water stuff, man, and that does. It kind of makes you slow down a little bit, and I mean that was
enjoy the
one of the
moment.
big reasons that I've just been trying to be more present just day to day because the bike it's different, man. You're just looking at what's right there, and I mean we just get caught up all the time in things that aren't right there. So I'd rather just be focused on getting them Dunlops up to temp and going out there.
Facts, right? Or Bridgestones or Pirellis or whatever you choose
I
to
mean, I
ride.
only
Right?
ride one in this house, but everybody
I
else can
know.
ride there.
Anthony, I'm well aware of that, but I had to put that out there because not everybody's just a Dunlop guy, right? They like Pirellis and Bridgestones and all that good stuff. Dude, I see it. I got it. I love it. I freaking love it. I love it. It's freaking awesome. Jason Dawes says, "Yep, Bridgestone sent the award card and got a few bucks on there. Good. That's freaking awesome." And then we got another legend, Cora. Cora, absolutely, you are absolutely amazing, Cora. Nothing but love to you, and I hope Santa brings all the dogs, all the presents, all the doggies want. They're awesome. Craigo says, Bridgestone wets are phenomenal. Dude, yes. When my first wet race by 19 seconds was knee down first corner was like bloody monsoon season at Cadwell Park. Dunlops are great dry tires. Dude, Cadwell's freaking my favorite racetrack. But dude, so Anthony, you've never tried any other brand of tires? You just Dunlop all the way?
No, I mean I was on the Pirellis in the beginning, and then I switched over to the Dunlops when I bumped into Derek down at Tally in February last year, or just this year. And I mean, when I went out there, I had a lot to learn in racing this year, so let's keep that part in mind. But I came back in from that, and I said, man, these tires feel pretty stiff. And I looked down at the pressure, and it was still at the pressure from when he set them on the rims. We're talking like 40 psi in the rear, like gnarly. And I went over to him. I said, whatever these things are made out of, I'm never riding another tire in my life, because if I can make it through that on way over pressure, then I think I'll be okay. So
Dude, they're great tires.
I mean, after that, I never rode anything else. Anytime that I've had, problems with traction, either tires that wore out or I just don't have a pressure right, but it's phenomenal. I mean, just the tire itself feels like it tips nice and easy. The profile's real
Yeah.
tall and ton of edge grip. So Pirellis are good too. They talk to you a little bit more when you're loading up in a corner. So they've got their pros and cons, but I'm sticking with the one that I'll be racing with when I go to Moto America this year or next year.
I love it, man. It's you're right. They all got their pros and cons. Meaning you could take Dunlop 120/70 and a Pirelli 120/70, and they got different profiles. It changes your suspension geometry, blah blah blah, blah the whole freaking mind fuck game, right? Let's just be honest, that's what it is.
Yeah.
But they all got their own feeling. Where to me, Pirelli's, man, it's like the grip is like boom, and it talks to you so much. But then when she don't talk no more, that's it. It's done. It's like she just breaks your heart, and you come home. There's a note on the dresser, and fucking that's it. It's over, right? Dunlop's at least give you a little bit of warning. You see the signs, but you kind of fucking ignore them until it's too fucking late, right? So that's how I kind of compare the two. Listen, I got Dunlops on my RC51 in the garage. So there you go, right? I like Dunlops too, right? I feel like every tire has its benefit and every tire has their use in their own certain situation. Okay.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you haven't tried them all, you got to at least try them all one time. You got to try Bridgestones. You got to try some Pirellis. You got to try some, Michelin's. You got to try some. And then you looked at all of them, you rode them, you danced with them, you felt her, you took her out on this date, and you know what you like and what you don't like, what feels the best, what don't feel the best, right? And all that good stuff. So dude, he says, Derek says, new guy doing new guy things. Now you know how to check your pressure. Facts,
Yeah.
right? And listen, this is so important. Have a great tire gauge. You got to have a good pressure gauge. If you don't, bro, that's all I got to say. You'll figure it out. Get a good tire pressure gauge.
Definitely know to check it now.
Right? Absolutely. Craigo says we all know Pirelli nickname is Slipper Rail. The great one, the new, but damn, they fall off cliff. Bro, that's what I'm saying. It's like, dang, that she just you what? It's over like that? Really? Like, dude, 30 seconds ago was we were in. We were doing this. We were dancing. And now we're not dancing no more. But yeah. Listen, Derek, bro, there are lots of good tires out there. The best ones come from my trailer. You guys heard it live on Pin the Gas. The best tires come from Derek Stickboy Bennett's trailer. So anybody in the market looking for Dunlop tires, you guys know who to hit up. Derek Stickboy Bennett. Derek, send me your thing so I can post a link right here as we're live on the podcast. So if anybody, Christmas is coming up, we all need new Dunlop tires. Send it to me. Like I said, I'll post it. You guys order your tires, get them from Derek. Boom, there you go. Merry Christmas, everyone. Yeah, I love it, man.
He helped me out a lot this year. He was one of my more trusted advisors, I would say, when it came to, I mean, a lot of it was tires in the beginning, but then, I mean, him and his wife, and then Tim that works with him, they're just generally good people. So it became more than that. They helped me so much. So I do appreciate it, Derek. That's the only public sappy comment you're going to get from me, though.
Derek, I love you anyway. Even though we ain't met yet, we will. I promise you. In this lifetime, me and you are definitely going to meet, and I'd love to sit down with you and chat, just like me and Anthony are chatting. And you too, William, bro. William, bro, dude, we got to get together, man. I was honored, dude. I actually wore my buddy William hat out the other day, and a buddy of mine. He's like, dude, that's a nice hat. I was like, dude, my boy William is an absolute legend. Races hooked me up with this hat. And actually had his gray t-shirt on too. And he's like, oh yeah. So I was showing him a picture. I was like, dude, you got to go to Moto America, bro. I'll bring in, have a good time. He's never been to a race. I talk about it obviously all the time. So I'm gonna bring him to one of the races. So
man, they need to give Will the nickname the Juggernaut, because I don't know anybody that can take a beating like he can and get right back on a bike. I mean, that guy
is a legend.
I hope I have that much energy. I mean, he's got more energy to get back on a bike than I do, and I mean, we'll give some of it experience, but I just think he's a beast, man.
He is, dude. He's an absolute legend. You know, we all learned a lot from him, and watching him, being such a fan of the sport, man. And yeah, dude, it'd be an honor to sit down with William. It was an honor to meet him too. It was one of my check bucket list things that I always wanted to do. We didn't get a chance to sit down and spend a lot of time together, but next time that I'm at the track, William, and you're there, me and you're gonna sit down for a while and crack open a cold one after everything's done, and fire up the grill and go at it, man, for sure, 100%. So, yeah, man. Awesome, man. Awesome. Dude, we got a bunch of actually comments coming in right now.
A lot of guys are talking about tires. Seems like
I know, I see that.
Taking everybody out after Christmas.
Bro, Derek, dude, good. And you're welcome, right? William says, Derek Stickboy Bennett says it louder for the kids in the back. That's right. Absolutely. Oh, my God. We have a good time. Let's see. What is Craigo says? Where'd it go? Oh, it jumped up here. Does the trailer reach to the UK? I don't know. Derek, do you reach to the UK?
I bet you he'll put it on a raft and float it over there.
We'll ship it to you. He said, I've shipped Bridgestones to the UK. There you go, Craigo. William says, LOL, yeah, love you guys, old and dumb. Absolutely not, William. You're a freaking legend, bro. And we all learned a lot from you, man. And thank you for all the emotions, man, and fun times, dude, watching you race throughout.
Definitely learned a lot for sure.
Yeah, it's
a lot of good knowledge there.
Bro, freaking legend, dude. Derek says, sometimes we learn good things, sometimes we learn bad things. Posse is both sides of the coin. Listen, it's but that's what makes us unique and individual, and that's why we love each other so much, right? Because we're all in the same beautiful circus. We all have pretty much the same energy, but at the same time, we have our own unique energy too as well. We bring to the table, right? And we all bond. It's funny in this sport how we instantly bond. right? Because I grew up playing soccer, right? It's not like that playing soccer. It takes a while to warm up. Same thing in baseball and football. It's like you got to earn your freaking keep. Do we have that in our sport? You're fucking right, we do. We have it in every fucking sport, but the majority of us, no, we're there for a good time. We're there to have fun and learn, right? And help everybody out. And the friendship we make are just it's irreplaceable, you know.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. I mean, part of it's too. You want to pass on as much knowledge as you can, because I don't know about you, but I don't really like watching anybody get hurt, nor do I want them to run into me. So if I can help them be a little bit faster, a little bit smarter, then the racetrack's better for everybody, and they're going to have a good time too. Come back again.
absolutely. Absolutely, man. He
And
says,
then
I'm
you get
here
to
to
listen to
tell
Derek's
bad
bad
jokes.
jokes too, just like he's talking about.
Bro, Derek, you got to tell us a bad joke now, man. You can't put it on here and expect me not to ask. Bro,
Yeah,
you
you
got to
got to
tell
get
us
him
a
on the
bad
spot there.
dude. Yeah, Derek, dude, spotlight's on you right now, buddy. Krager says, have to use control tires in the series I've been racing in, but really want to sort of trip to the U.S. and get starting permission to try a hooligan race out there. Krager, dude, you already know. Dude, you got a free place to stay here in Roanoke, Virginia with me. I got a lot of friends that race the Super Hooligan. Yeah, I don't see why we can't not make that happen. I really don't. You show up, we'll get you on a bike out there on a track and let you go, bro. Absolutely. He says, I'm here to tell, dude, we're still waiting on that bad joke there, buddy. Brennan says the faster everyone is, the more fun we all have, and that's a fact, you know. Because if you see, especially if you show up in a group, I don't know if you've had this experience or anybody listening now had this experience. You show up with a group of friends, 75% of us really progress, right? The others not at all. Now you notice that the others are ready to pack it in and go home, but we all rode together, so we can't, right? So now there's this negative energy kind of going around. Um, that's why that's when I learned I was like, dude, we're all actually here to help each other and have fun, right? Because I'm not having fun right now because you're not having fun. Because every time I come back in the pit, it's this immediate negative freaking energy and I don't like it. You know what I mean? So we need to turn that frown upside down, baby, and freaking let's go, right? Like whatever you're struggling with, I don't know shit. I'm just starting right now, but I guarantee you what, we'll walk through this paddock and we'll get it sorted out for you. And yeah, man.
Yeah, and if you can't, just go hang out with Easy for a while. He'll make you smile.
Bro, Easy is the absolute freaking man, dude. I freaking love Easy. He's awesome, dude. He's always
You
fun
can't have a
around.
bad time on a motorcycle around him.
No, you cannot. No. And that's also what makes him unique. He's got his own unique, again, energy that he brings and is very vibrant. And I freaking love it. It's absolutely amazing.
Dude, all them guys on the Alpha team, we got to pit next to them all year in endurance racing, and every one of them. It's just so much fun to be around people that just got that kind of energy, and you just go out there and you're laughing the whole time because he's doing wheelies past me in an endurance race and just dying.
It's again, dude, it's there's nothing like it in the world. And when we cherish those moments and when we have them, bro, they go by so quick, right? And now you're sitting back thinking about it, you're like, shit, where'd that weekend go?
Yeah.
Where'd it go? Like,
Dude,
I miss it.
there, and
it's over with.
You got all the work that you got to do the whole weekend, and then next thing you know, you're driving out, and we call it leaving the other dimension whenever we're coming back to reality, because it absolutely sucks. But
Yep.
When you're coming back, man, you're like, what the hell happened? But it's awesome. That's why you want to go back again. You got to get the fix all over again.
All over again, right? And I find that's why I find it hard for somebody doing it their whole life, man, on that level when they do retire. Even on my level, like I'm not fast, you know, I never won any championships. The best I ever did was 7th overall, right, in an endurance race. Club racing, I was in the top 10 a couple times. I started late. It was fucking outrageously even expensive back then. I sold the only vehicle I had to freaking put everything in just to go road racing. And dude, I've been down the path. That's why I was like, you know what? I realized and put my ego aside. So I'm not going to make it. I don't have the talent. Could I be there? Yeah. If I had $1 million and that's all I could focus on, I ain't got to worry about paying my bills or any of that shit. I just had to be real with myself, right? Like that real conversation. That's why I just stuck to track days and I went back to having fun and not so stressed out, and all that good stuff, which I'm not making excuses. I'm not. but I just found that out at a kind of a late age when I started that. Yeah, I just ain't got it. And I was okay with that. And I'm okay with that, right? Because every time I show up, guess what? I have fun. It's the best thing in the world. It's something, dude, when you're a kid and you find a passion like that, like me and you and everybody else, it's hard to explain and replicate, right? So yeah, dude, it's
Yeah. Sometimes you're in your 30s and you find it all over again.
Facts, dude. Yeah, that's why, dude. I really want to get into like mini bike racing now. That's like my next passion thing I want to do is like mini bike racing, right? Little
Yeah.
125, whatever, 150, and just, bro.
All them little bikes are fun, man.
I know.
I had a lot of fun on the 125s at the when I was doing the flat track stuff. That stuff was a lot of fun with Danny Walker and getting to just get my ass whooped by a 125 at Super Camp and down there in Delaware. And, but then you come out of it and it's a completely unique experience because you're like, oh, this little bike, it's not going to be anything compared to what I'm used to. And I'm like, no, that bike's going to beat you and then laugh about it. And that's what I love about it.
It teaches you more than you ever thought you knew or forgot, right? It's, yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm the one that's leaning my head in whenever I'm going on the flat track and getting smacked in the head by Robbie Peterson saying, "Move your head,
move your head." It's not that way. Yeah, you're doing it wrong.
Elbow up. Oh my god, the number of times I heard that.
But again, you're amongst legends, dude. Robbie Peterson, bro. Like, come on, man.
He's so cool to watch on a bike, man.
Dude.
That guy's held together with paper clips and bubble gum, and he's still out there going faster than everybody else.
It's that love, right? It's that feeling. It's something you'll never be able to replicate, right? And you try, like I said, like Troy Bayliss and Mick doing all them that actually stopped racing, man. I feel like it'd be so hard to fill that void. What do you do?
Yeah.
What do you do, right? Like me, I'd probably just, I guess, do skydiving if I can't ride it anymore and I got no arms, no legs, and all my rubber bands broke in the world, and I just couldn't be strapped to it. At that point, I'm like, fuck it, just tie me down to it. Just hold the throttle wide open, just let it sort.
There wouldn't be a whole lot to look forward to,
right?
I mean, jokes aside, I know that Will's going to race until the day that they have to put him on life support because he doesn't want to stop racing, just like any of the rest of us.
No, we don't. Right? It's something again we don't even think about. Let's just go skydiving. Forget it. Let's do like Travis Pastrana and jump on a plane with no parachute and grab somebody else in the air with the parachute.
I'm good, man. No, I'm good. I'm gonna stay on the ground.
Let it sort itself out. You wouldn't do it. I think I'd try it, man.
I would do it.
I would do it too. Yeah, fuck it, man. Let's go. You don't live once. Let's go, man. I would try to see what that feels like. Be like that is truly being free. That would truly be like, yeah, dude. No, I'm talking about the no parachute. That's like I've jumped. That's how I covered my fear of heights is freaking skydiving, right? And that was just insane to me. But I think about it, I'm like jumping off an airplane with no parachute. Like, how free would you feel? I could have when I jumped out, man. I felt the most free. That was the closest thing to being on the track that I've ever felt in my life, right? But jumping without a parachute. I don't know, right? I don't know what that feels like. I kind of want to feel like it. It would be Zach says I'm taking Anthony skydiving, no choice. Bro, I'm telling you right now, Zach, I'm gonna have to find it, dude. I said it's hanging in my closet. I still have it. We all went. I got the we all bought tank tops and we all signed it. All of the boys that went, right. This was in 2001. Listen, again, I can't stress enough. It was literally that close to being on the track. It was mind-boggling because you feel like I shouldn't be doing this, but it feels so good. I'm gonna keep doing this. Like, where has this been my whole life? You know what I'm saying? Because you just laughed, right? So, bro, dude, jumping out of an airplane with no parachute would be just like, to me, that next level of like the utmost freedom you could probably ever possibly feel. It'd almost be like racing butt naked on a bike on a track. Freedom. That's as freedom as you're ever going to be right there, right?
I think we'll get Derek to call Red Bull for both of those for us so that way we can get that
sorted out. Dude, okay, let's go. I'm telling you right now, let's friggin' go. Let's see. Zach said, he says, oh, Stick Boy says, what happens in the trailer stays in the trailer. He says, when I come by, the bad jokes live in the trailer. When you come by, you'll get more of them than you ever wanted. Well, I'm looking forward to it. And I'm going to keep you to that promise, Derek, for sure.
He's got some funny stories, man.
I can't wait. I cannot wait. Jason says, wife said, dinner ready. Send you everyone Merry Christmas. See you in March. Absolutely, Jason, my man. Derek says it gives you wings. Absolutely, it does. Dude, I would, man. I swear to God, I would. And you want to have seen them carry your motor in front of your frame single-handed before you know they're going to be able to hold you. That's a fact too, Grego. You right. Listen, it would be, I ain't gonna lie, I'd do it. It'd be a lot of fun. I'd jump out of a parachute. I mean, obviously Anthony would jump in front of me and Anthony would have the parachute on, and I trust Anthony, and I would jump out and just grab a hold of him. And if I missed him, then it just wasn't meant to be. And it's been fun, y'all. I'll catch y'all on the other side somewhere, right? So what else you gonna do? I mean, really, what else is there? That's just how I look at it, right?
Yeah, it would be an experience for sure, but I'm going to I'll stick to the bikes for this year. Next year.
Dave says someone did a full skydive and landed in a net. Bro, is that on YouTube? Because I'm definitely gonna watch that 100%. Definitely gonna YouTube that shit. Dude, listen, I feel you, Anthony, and I'm speaking friend to friend, heart to heart, dude. No bullshit. Skydiving, you laugh all you want, bro. I'm telling you right now, it is like it's just like you trying to explain to somebody the feeling of being on a track. It's never experienced. They're looking at you like you're looking at me right now, smiling like, nah, bro, I'm good. I'll stick to my Fortnite on my PlayStation 5 or my Xbox, right? Nah, bro, you want to live? Let's go live. Let's go live.
Nah, I would do it. I just, I don't know. That's a lot of trust to put in somebody else.
Zach said it changed my life for sure. Bro, listen, you're right. It does. This is how I talked myself into it because I was scared of heights. If it's meant to be, it's going to be anyway, right? Enjoy it and have fun. Okay, you got to sign a waiver, dude. If shit goes wrong, you die, your parents, your wife, your son, and nobody can sue us, right? This is part of the risk you take. Same thing when you sign a waiver to get down during a race and Moto America and all that, right? You they can't go after them. You can't sue nobody. It's part of the waiver you sign. You accept that, but you don't think about it. No, that's the last thing you think about, right? Skydiving's a little bit different, and you're going to say that. And yes, I fucking agree 100%. It is. But, bro, when you're in that plane and there's a crack in the door like this and you're at 11,500 feet and you can't see shit with the outline of everything around there, right? And the dude you're jumping with is asleep and his legs, and you got a seatbelt across, strapped your knees, and your back is against the pilot's back, and there's no seat right here, right? And I remember the dude saying, we're at 11,500 feet, we're at altitude, right? And the dude just wakes up, unbuckles his seatbelt. I take mine off, and I just remember grabbing the dash and looking to my left and seeing a row of teeth of the pilot because he sees this fear of fucking death in my face, dude. And he's laughing wholeheartedly. And the guy clips in the back of me and he whispers in my ear, you're making this jump. We are not turning around. Like dead fucking serious. And I'm literally shitting my pants. Like I fucked up. Like there is no turning around. This is it. All that shit you talk, it's time to go, right? And then the door opens and there's this literally a little platform this fucking wide and a fucking handle like the inside of a car on this fucking part of the plane. And he says, take your right foot, take your right hand and grab this handle and take your right foot and put it on that fucking platform. And by the time you do this, you realize you're halfway out this goddamn plane, bro. And you're looking down at 11,500 feet and you can't see a goddamn thing but birds underneath you, and you look to your left and you're shitting yourself and sweating like you never sweated before in your life, and you let go and all that goes away. All of it, all the fear, all the emotions, all the anxiety. Bro, I'm telling you, it's insane,
I'll give it a shot.
crazy, bro. Dude, let's do it together.
All right.
I'll do it with you. 100%. Me, you, and Zach. Zach, bro, he's got my number. Send him a message. Shoot us in a 3-way text. We'll line it up. We'll make it happen. We'll do it, man. I'm telling you. And anybody else that's listening to this that wants to join, let's freaking go, man. Krager says, I've done bungee jump, but fuck jumping out of a perfectly good airplane with no parachute. It's like hitting a perfect apex and grabbing a fistful of
He's
front
crazy,
brake,
right?
and there's just no need. Listen, you say that, right? But, bro,
I mean, I'll go with the parachute. I ain't going without one.
well, yeah, of course we're going to go with the parachute, right? Unless we know somebody that owns a private plane and somebody that's professional skydiving. Yeah, I'm not jumping out of a freaking plane with no parachute. Would I, if it, in the right situation, like Travis had and all that? Yeah, absolutely, I would. Call me crazy, call me nuts, whatever, right? It's, dude, just the feeling that I felt doing that, I couldn't imagine doing it with no parachute. Is all I'm saying.
That'd be wild.
Right? Like I want to go. I went to the New River Gorge out here, where they do the base jumping once a year.
Yeah,
bro, you look over the edge of this bridge, and you're like, holy shit, because it's one of the tallest bridges here in America, right? Like it's insane. They got boats down there. They had this fucking catapult, bro. And this, I was like, I want to get in this catapult so fucking bad. Like, dude, they pull this catapult up and you sit in that bitch and they release it and just right over the side of the bridge, bro. People base jumping, throw their parachutes out in their hands. People got the full, situation on. I'm just standing there looking over the edge going, dude, I want to do this so bad right now. I have no idea. And my buddies are with me. They're like, you're fucking just nuts. I was like, dude, if somebody would let me borrow a chute, I would fucking so do this. Absolutely so do it. It was intense, man. It really was. It's especially seeing them do it live with the catapult, bro. And there was this one guy, I'll never forget it. He was in a wheelchair with no legs. And he had the full parachute pack on, and they take him out of the wheelchair and they put him on the platform, and he scoots up to the side of that shit, turns around backwards and just lunges off and goes. And I was like, that dude right there, I'm buying him a beer. As soon as he comes back up here, I'm buying him 5 beers. Like, this is freaking amazing, right? Because you feel the love and you feel the intense energy and you feel the happiness when people do it. It's wild to experience, be in that environment. But yeah, man, it's something that's just
There he is. Just
easy. What is up, my man? Yeah, Easy in the house. He's freaking amazing. Dave says, dude, Easy's absolutely a riot. Dave says, I've done 5 solo jumps and would highly recommend it. It's pure peace when you jump out. It is, man. It is. Let's go, Easy. He said, my boy's making magic. Absolutely. You too, my man. I can't wait to do this part 2 with you too. We had to reschedule, but you guys stay tuned. But yeah, man, listen, this has been a lot of fun, dude. Me and you can sit here and just go on and on and on.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah, dude.
It's been over. It's almost an hour and 10 minutes. I got to make me something to eat. I'm going to let you go and get with your family. I'm so excited to see you race next year. See you get all those W's and follow you. Like I said, we're gonna do many freaking podcasts. William Posse says, easy, you late fool.
You're right at the end.
Yeah, I love it. That's all right, because as soon as I get off here, you guys go back to YouTube and rewatch it and all that. So I finally fixed my service to where everything's going back on Spotify and iHeart, and I'm like this close to being on Apple. I submitted it, right? I got accepted, but it's been like over a year. So I went back through, I resubmitted it, did my whole imaging. Everything's accepted. I got the check mark on Spotify that puts everything out to Spotify, Apple, and all that. So hopefully, Anthony, this will be the first one that will be uploaded to Apple. And then I'm going to go back through and upload, obviously, your first one, Easy's, and everybody else's. And yeah, so soon you guys go to Apple too and listen to Pin to Gas. So, but yeah, man, do it. Listen, he says do a 2-up with Easy, way more exciting than any jump. Listen, I would do a 2-up ride with, I would do a 2-up ride with Easy any day at any track. Dude, I get the invite, Easy, I'm there 100%. 100%. I would love to do it. It'd be an absolute honor to get on the back with my friend Easy. Is an absolute lunatic, just like me. And yeah, proper
Yo, he'll
mega
pass
time.
people on that FZ1 with you on the back, and just you'll be laughing the entire time.
Dude, laughing the entire time saying, dude, when can we do this again? I'm ready to go. I'm going to buy a set of tires just so we go out there and do it again. 100%.
It'll be even more fun if you don't buy the tires, because I've seen him go faster than everybody else on cords.
Well,
That dude,
listen,
that dude has like whatever the piece is to turn off, and it's not there. That was not factory equipment, so he just gone every time.
Bro, another legend, dude. Casey, what is up? Good meeting, boys. Ask Anthony about the endurance series next year. Big news. So, Anthony, we're waiting.
Next year we actually have we're starting in January. We're doing some background filming on the endurance team. Ours is going to be one of the highlights, and I know we got Motor Drone and we got Trash Panda. So focusing on the endurance series, going to be working with a reality series, and they're going to start filming us and getting an idea of what it's like to be club racing, endurance racing. And I think it's going to be a riot, man, because you're going to see a bunch of people out there that it's attainable for a lot of other people. And it's going to be a good time, because you put personalities like the ones that we got on that pit row in the endurance series, you're going to see some cool stuff. So yeah, that does actually start in January. So February we'll be down there in Tally, and they're going to be doing some filming there too. So everybody's in for a pretty fun 2025.
Dude, proper mega news. Thank you for sharing it. I can't freaking wait. I'm so excited. Even though you had mentioned it to me before that every kind of in the works and all this good stuff. So
no, I mean it's starting right now. We're getting talent agreements and stuff sent over to us. So wheels are rolling. You're about to see everybody that's watching right now up and down the comments. They're going to be bringing their best undersuits from Craig, and then they're going to make sure that Derek's got a fresh perm. It's going to be a good time.
I love it, dude. Let's go, bro. I can't wait. I cannot wait. William Posse says, Chris Simcoe bring an extra set of underwear. Brother, man, no problem. That's one thing I always bring. Undersuits, underwear, and socks. And I'm good, right? Everything else I can wear once or twice. Let's go. Yeah. 110%. Philip Hart says, heck yeah, let's go. What is up, Philip, my man? And then Philip also says, Anthony, are you joining us in the 1000 class for 2025?
I mean, I got a lot left to learn in the super sport class, so I'm going to hang out there for a little while. Don't get me wrong. I'll be there and I'll see you in the 1000 class, but I want to keep hammering on what I know best. And I mean, might not even be on an R6 midway through the year. We could be moving to a different bike, could be a different brand altogether. So it's a lot of wheels rolling.
You guys stay tuned because there's a lot in works right now. Can't wait. It's going to be super excited. Dude, Derek says, I'll get my hairs did, bro. Let's do it. I can't wait to see the haircut. I actually need a haircut my damn self. I looked at me the other day. I was like, bro, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? I'm married. I'm happy. It's like, well, whatever, right? And then I look in the mirror. I'm like, I need a haircut, like, for real. Yeah. I need to get my shit done too. So yeah, good stuff. Yeah, I'm excited, Anthony. 2025's everything you got going on is going to be huge for our sport, right?
That's why I've been pushing so hard, man.
I know.
It's not for anything other than that, because dude, my eyes were open so wide when I got to we were racing and just racing in general. I mean, both organizations are awesome to race with as a club racer, Weir and Ezra, but I got a lot of family in that Weir organization. And, when you see it and you just think of, how can I try and help them out? And I mean, I'll help anybody out at the racetrack. And, somebody needs a clip on, somebody needs a sprocket, something like that. But, more than that, like, how do you help make it keep going? So that way, my son Keaton gets to do the same thing with the same people. And, I got to talking to some friends of mine with that, and I figured, this is probably the best shot I can take. And I've been pushing so hard, probably a lot harder than I should sometimes. But I think that once they get out there and get a real taste for what everybody's bringing to the table, just at this level where anybody could do it, they're going to be mind blown, and the rest of the world's going to look at it and say, "Oh, well, I'm sorry." The rest of the world over in Europe, they already know racing's awesome. Everybody from second grade on's got, or even before that, kindergarten, they're probably racing 70s. But
Right.
over here, it's a little different. So I wanted to make sure that we could pass that on, and I don't know, bring some of these guys supporting back that really made it awesome. Back when
Yeah,
Chuck
yeah.
Ivy first got into it, and he probably had his own perm going on back then.
Right, dude. It's listen, it's absolutely important. I'm such a big advocate of helping our sport grow. Right, that's why,
Yeah.
dude. I'm freaking doing what I'm doing, getting all you legends on that has a voice, that has a platform, that loves the sport just as much as everybody that's made it and it's a big name and you hear about them all the time. Right. This is my way of giving back and helping our sport grow. Right, and what you're doing is a brilliant idea. It's absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to see the final product, right? And talk about it as our journey goes through 2025 on the
Oh,
podcast
you'll
too,
hear
as
about it for
well.
sure.
Oh, I know I will. I
Absolutely.
can't wait. And Brendan says, coming to Cali, Brendan, stay tuned, bro. Just
One step at
just
a time. One step at a time.
yeah,
Can't
just
rush that. I
no.
got a blue heart right now, and it's gonna be gonna take something pretty special to change that. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's funny because I think the wave of the future is obviously not going to be the 1000s anymore. I don't think the 1000 is going to be the best class there is, right? I think it's going to go back to the 600s. Um,
They both battle really hard. I mean,
the,
it's hard to say, but I mean, something about trying to hold on to a 1000 going that fast for that long. I mean, them guys, they're built a little different.
yeah, they
But
are
super
absolutely they
sport
are.
class is going to be really, really exciting next year. So many changes. New V2,
Bro,
Yard 9's coming out. We'll see if KTM brings out this RC 990 or not. But either way, that thing looks like it's going to be, a Moto 2 beast. But there's so many good brands for next year. So just got to figure out what's going to help us go the fastest for the longest.
no, you're right. In the super sport classes, again, dude, I think it's the future because nobody's really making a 1000 anymore, right? They are, but they're
It's because Beamer's killing them.
dude, they're all yeah. It's just the way of the world. It's like the tides are turning. Right back when we had the 600s, the 750s, where the 1000s basically back in the day. Craigo says 20 past midnight here. Gonna have to wish you all Merry Christmas to head to bed. Ready work tomorrow. Great pod. Good night, everyone. Good night, Craigo. Hope the rest of your week is proper mega as you, mate, for sure. Um, yeah, dude, we got exciting times coming ahead of us, especially with the changes, new V2, the new R9, dude, that thing looks so sexy, right? Let's just
Sounds
be
pretty good
honest.
too.
Yeah, it
And I
does.
mean, riding so close to Blake all year, never know, might get a little bit of a heads up on how that bike is. So that's what I'm looking for.
Right. I know. Big congratulations to Blake too, by the way. Davis, dude, you can deserve it. It's
Absolutely. Yeah, that kid works real hard. Such
him
a
and his
class
dad
act when he
Mike,
passes you
dude.
too.
Yeah, man, his mic is freaking amazing. Derek says, offer food with the wife. It was a good time. Thanks, Derek. I always appreciate you tuning in, my
Tell
friend. You
mom I
guys
said
have
hi.
a great you tell her I said hello too, and have a great night, buddy. Um, but yeah, it's again, what you're doing for the sport, man. I think it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna what fun that you're going to have next year doing this and bringing this whole project. I know you've been working hard behind the scenes that nobody knows about, all the hard work that's been going in and all that good stuff, right? And we appreciate it. Can't wait to see the final product. And I can't wait to follow that journey throughout all next season, as I said, to watch it unfold before my eyes and get little inside tidbits and all this good stuff. But I feel like it's gonna open up the eyes for also the moms and dads out there that are interested in getting their kids in the sport and what it takes and how to do it, all that good stuff that goes along with it. So yeah, man. So listen, do you know what the series is going to be called right now?
I don't think they have a firm name or anything like that yet, but it's going to be real similar to the one drag racing reality show that they got going around right now. So that's the kind of style that it's going to be filmed in, and I think that there is way more than enough drama and action in a regular race weekend to get people to bite on that because I mean, every single time we would come back from the track, I'd look and just be thinking to myself, there's no way that someone would be able to peel themselves away from the TV if they were watching something like this, because they just living through it. You're like, no one's going to believe me when I tell them these stories. I mean, Casey's got a few of those, so maybe he'll tell you those on his own.
Well, Casey, I look forward to hearing all those.
North Carolina is probably his favorite state. So if you ever get the chance to ask him, just ask him why.
North Carolina, Casey.
North Carolina. I can't give you any more than that.
No, you're good. Hang on. But before I end this podcast, let me write this down so I don't forget. Because if I don't write this shit down or put it in my phone, I fucking forget, dude.
There's so much going on during the regular day. I'll forget about it before I even leave the door.
Casey Davis asked about NC and why. Got it, bro. I can't wait. I'm gonna shoot him a text. Be like, bro, I need to know about North Carolina, homie. What's the dealio?
All about it.
What is the dealio? But yeah, listen.
What I'm saying. So like that kind of stuff, being there through that. I mean, there's been good stuff and bad stuff that I've been there for, and unfortunately, you got to have that. And there's all of it every single weekend, and you got highs, you got lows. I mean, some weekends you can't lose. Other weekends you're just getting it handed to you. So I'm really excited for this year. I think that's probably my main focus. Obviously, I'm going to work my ass off going to the Moto America grid, and whatever bike that ends up being on, I'm going to ride the wheels off of it. But the thing that I'm really looking forward to is I just want that to be the project that gets my main focus, because if anything, it's going to give everybody that's watching and everybody that gets to race with me next year and race with all of us, and it's going to give them a shot for it to just keep going. And I think that's the only piece, in my opinion, that really is missing from what we do right now. And if we can bring a little bit of that back, I think it's going to make a huge difference.
100%, man. We need it. Bro, we need it in our sport so bad. That's why I'm such a big advocate.
Derek needs money for hairspray, man. I seen him. He's skimping.
Bro, Derek, I know you're not listening,
but every other weekend it wasn't there. Cycle Jam and GNF.
The perm wasn't with it, man. What's the deal, man? Right. So if I grow my hair out, Anthony, my shit curls like you wouldn't believe. My son, though, when I was my son's age, dude, I had the longest, straightest hair ever. As I got older, man, that shit, I don't know what a different gene kicked in. Fuck, I'm like curly Q now. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Like, it's straight, and then once it gets like to here, that shit just starts going like this. I put on a hat, I look like my head's like Marco Simoncelli, full of curls, but then I take it off, it's like straight with like the bottom curls going on, like a 70s woman haircut kind of in a way. So that's why I keep it cut, right? I'm like, what the fuck is this, right? Well, when did this happen? When did this kick in? Yeah, man. Yeah. So anyway, dude, listen, I'm starving. I'm gonna get off here.
Go eat something, man. It was good talking to you. I appreciate you having me.
Always good. Listen, you always have a spot on the podcast, brother, man. We're gonna set up our next one as soon as we get off here. So listen, before we get off here, I just want to say thanks to everybody that watches this, that likes, subscribe. If you have not yet, go to YouTube, Spotify, all that good stuff, Podbean, hit that like and subscribe. If you guys miss this, you can go immediately to the YouTube and my Facebook page, rewatch it. It'll be out everywhere tomorrow, hopefully on Apple too, since I've been accepted and all the little things checked, and I got the green check box. So let's hope so. I've been anxious because I posted one earlier and I've been waiting for it and I ain't seen it yet. So we'll see. I hope so. But big shout out to Next Level Financial, BisonTrack.com, Chef Eats for all your food, man. Everybody needs to be on Chef Eats. If not, what are you guys doing, man? Chef Eats, Flying Eyes Optics, SFL Mini GP, Jersey and South Florida. Amazing program, the most amazing program here, I think, in America. Big shout out to RD Racing, my mate Jake Marsh, Vet2 Track for all my veterans out there, tackling PTSD one lap at a time. It's a fucking amazing program. Vet2 Track. Y'all remember that. Vet2track.com. 64-degree racing. My man Tate, dude, best two-piece undersuit you'll ever have in your life. What are you guys waiting on? Ghetto Customs for all your proper mega body work, dude. Chris Parrish, he's a legend. He makes legendary body work. Also, big shout out to Martin, my man at the Clothing Kings. You guys go to clothingkings.co.uk and get all your Pendergast merch. Dude, sports bike track gear, Brian Van and Max Van, absolutely amazing. You guys need to order anything, any parts, RST gloves, racer gloves, boots. Look no further than them. Road Racing World. You guys need to go to roadracingworld.com, sign up and donate to the Road Racing World Fund. We need the air fences. It's imperative. Trust me, we need it. We thank you for all the love and support.
All of us thank you for that one.
Bro, dude, it don't even matter if it's $10, $5, $3.
Anything.
It all helps. Anything helps. Roadracingworld.com. Go to the Road Racing World Fund. Donate to the air fence. Nothing but love. And thank you. We appreciate you. Carnes Performance in Pennsylvania. Best dealership in Pennsylvania. That's where I got my son's dirt bike from. Yes, I drove 4.5 hours to go buy a dirt bike out of state. Why? Because Jason's my friend. He has a dealership. He's in our sport. Support your friends. Just like Anthony, Heating and Air. Go to Taylor. He'll get you going, right? KYT. If you're not in a KYT, I don't know what you're wearing. I don't know, Anthony, if you're in a KYT. You ain't even got a comment. But we'll get that sorted out for you, right? And K-Tech suspension. Again, if you're not racing in K-Tech, man, what are you racing on, right? So big shout out to my man Birch, Dakari, and Kendall at K-Tech. But I flap my gums enough. Anthony, tell everybody where they can find you on social media, how they can help you out, show all the love and support, the next track event you're going to be at, and where they can go to your website to get warm during the winter and cool during the summer with Taylor Heating and Air.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in the Pennsylvania area, anywhere around me, you can always call me for stuff like that. You can find me. My business is Taylor Home Comfort. You've seen my stickers on other people's bikes, my bike, but more than anything, I mean, more people we can get together and out there during the filming of this series, I think it's going to make all the difference in the world and really kind of paint the picture for just how crazy our circus can be. So just our team's always looking for anything that we can get as far as support. I mean, it's going to be something we're going to put our whole heart into. So anybody wants to get on board with that, you can reach out to me or Casey and get rolling with us for that endurance series next year. But, you know, just more than anything, thank you to everybody else that's been, you know, here along the way. I've seen a lot of faces or a lot of names and stuff that I've had the courtesy of racing with or racing around this entire year. And it just means a lot. All these names are people that, you know, I have the utmost respect for. They're all the best. I mean, I see Chris is on here. Guy makes all my amazing graphics on that good looking bike that I can't seem to look away from whenever I'm in the shop out here. But just everybody, Derek, you know, you got Will on here that was earlier, Easy, and, you know, you talk about Casey too, Ryder and all them, just having a great time, man. So just if you can get out there and show some support and be part of it, and I don't know, do something crazy that weekend. Don't hurt yourself though, please. You know, just come out.
If you do, just have fun while you're doing it. That's all.
Just throw them up when you're going out there.
Absolutely, dude. And listen, another big shout out to Chris from Drippin' Wet, man. Anybody wants any graphics, listen, look no further than Drippin' Wet. They the best graphics you can get on the market. It's drippinwet.com, right?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, drippinwet.com. So big shout out to him. I actually it was an honor to actually meet Chris at in Jersey. I was walking by and I was like, Drippin' Wet. That's Chris. Dude, what's up, man? We had a great chat. And yeah, man. So Drippin' Wet. Get your graphics from them. I've seen them. He makes them for everybody pretty much in the paddock, man. So
they look good, man. They look good. They're easy to put on too, and I can appreciate that as a vinyl guy myself. So
yeah. It's and that makes it easy too, right? It's and they're great. So yeah, let's go. If Philip Hart says, God bless. Much love, you guys, and Merry Christmas. Philip, nothing but love to you and your family. Absolutely Merry Christmas. Man, is it Christmas already, man? I ain't said Merry Christmas. First time I ever said it this year, right? It's like it's hard to believe it's right around the corner. But again, Merry Christmas to all. I hope your Christmas is as proper mega is every single one of you guys and girls. And I hope Santa Claus is good to every one of y'all. I don't hope, I already know he's going to be good to everyone else because we're all beautiful. And it's
we're all getting Dunlop slicks from Derek.
And we're all getting race gas too, MR12. So let's go Santa, baby. Woo!
Chuck Ivy's going to have a white beard and a whole bunch of 5-gallon pails.
Which I wonder what kind of gas Santa uses in his sleigh.
That's definitely MR12. That thing's got to go that fast, man. They need to do a full rebuild when they come back.
Oh my God, I love it. Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, you guys know where to find me. You guys know where to find Anthony. And until next time, we'll see you soon. All right, hang on, Anthony. Let me end this. Dude, check this out. This is going to play it and automatically end the